are. We are morphing over to the live stream media from Zoom to YouTube.
Ew.
What? Welcome. You've got mail.
We need sound effects.
I need a motherboard.
Let's get one.
Oh yeah.
Don't you need to use OBS to do that?
Yes.
We'll just insert it OTA.
OTA.
We'll just insert the sound effects OTA with our mouth. Wop wop wop.
Popping out. What is up, guys? Luis. Luis. Let's drop that down.
I should get my other phone so I can read the comments.
Yeah. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream. We're just getting everything worked out. Got my screens moving around. Want to get my chat up here so I can talk to all you guys, gals. Big shout out to the members. Appreciate you guys. I'm going to be dropping a video for you all, the channel members. Going to get some channel stuff out to you. Total Elevator 123. What is up from Maryland? Maryland. Tyler Walk, America. Brandon Powerstroke. Very good observation. Welcome. If you guys got a chance, we have a newcomer, Emilio. We got another Ford tech coming from the Heartland, and yeah, just kind of be grinding with us, talking about just the stuff you see us talking about. Austin Bros, what up? Nice work today. Appreciate your cleaning, bro. I was quite impressed, for real. That was it looks really good. That is all about the prep work. Rich, water pump 3.5 EcoBoost. It's all about the prep work, and that's what we're doing today. And a young man here was very nice with the cleaning. Yeah, but tonight we got reeling back CP Ford Boss Me, and something we were talking about at work today that I think a lot of people were interested was the throwing around, what is it going to take to make the new 2022 Sync 4 system compatible with the Sync 3? And it is going to be a matter of time before somebody does that, and it's going to start with somebody in our level here. Noah, what up, baby? See you Saturday. And I think it's going to be a pretty hot mod if people are putting the nav TV system in, like you guys saw me do, that was going to allow you to take control of all of your cameras in your 360 equipped vehicle. Super Duty. And I've been hearing about this integrated conversion for the center shift, just like the F-150s have, but for your Super Duty. So that and that ability, there's going to be a morph of parts, whether it be the dash pieces or whatnot. But I just was able to sit in that 22 King Ranch today, and I mean it's pretty sweet. I haven't driven one on the road, for 10, 15, 20 minutes, but just sitting, I think having the Android Auto, not being able to have your phone plugged in, just being wireless, that's a cool feature for Sync 4. And somebody was talking about it, if it was a subscriber in a comment, or I can't remember. I was talking to somebody, and they said there's now either a box or some type of device that now allows your Android Auto to Bluetooth to your phone. So I don't know if it's like one of those little. Were you talking about that?
Who?
You? I thought you were waving like you were talking about that.
No, people saying hi to me that I invited over here.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, I couldn't remember who was, but it's a cool ability to add on to the truck. But it's not something I use because I don't want to. I don't like having my phone. Excuse me. I don't like having my phone plugged in to use Android. I only used it when I went 10 hours to see Limitless. I was using what is it called? Waze? Is it Waze? Is that the app, the map thing?
It's like another version of
Yep.
Google Maps, but it's
Yeah.
better.
So, yeah, let's see who we got in the comments here. Who we got? Who we got? DS. Oh, hello, DS. Skidoo, Kelly, Grasse, GTR. What up? What up? Sleepy Sean was driving my Power Boost with the big screen today. American, he's got to be sleeping. It did traffic monitoring. Super fast. Yes, Waze. Yes, yes. Emilio, what? Why don't you give us a little bit about you? What's where you at? What are you working on?
Oh, actually, tomorrow is my first day. Actually, since you mentioned that 2022 Super Duty, I actually got a rear main to do tomorrow, which is going to be quite interesting, in my opinion. It'll be a first time for that sucker, to be quite honest. And then,
Well,
because like, I
No.
mean, like the tricky part for me, I mean, in my opinion, is that I noticed that the tranny pan is that plastic pan, you know. And normally I'm used to like, you know, just putting a couple blocks under it on the table
Oh, yeah.
jack and then like boom, it comes down. But might have to play with that a little bit.
yeah, it come
So
out the same way. We just had a coworker do the 20B31 recall to a 450 and just blocked the front, blocked, just as the transpan, went up to I don't know, the piece of aluminum between the transfer case, that that section of metal.
get what you mean. Otherwise, I mean, that was the first time I've seen that 2022. Is it? It looks pretty sick in my opinion. I like the way it looks. That screens, I mean, those things are just getting bigger and bigger. My goodness.
You already got a rear main leaking on a 22.
Yeah, well, the thing already has like only has like 450,000 or sorry, 450 miles, which is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy. But we'll
What
see
trim-
tomorrow. Once
What trim level is it?
King Ranch, actually, yeah, King Ranch. I'm
Wow.
pretty
So
sure.
was this a stock unit or a customer's vehicle they brought in?
Customer vehicle, I believe.
Wow.
I
That's
think
too bad.
yeah, I think like everyone at the dealership knows the guy who bought it. So I don't know if he bought it from us, but he must have ordered it, I assumed. With
Now
those,
I'm gonna ask you why. What's making you think it's the rear main?
I'm thinking it's the rear main because so when I looked on the passenger side where the starter is, that lower starter bolt basically was kind of like had some oil around it, and then I couldn't see nothing else going up from there. And then, I mean, there was at first, like, you know, first glance, I looked at the lower oil pan, and I mean, there was some oil, you know, up in there near where the silicone is and all that. Then I started looking a little deeper, and that's when I found that bolt, that starter bolt,
So
that had a lot more oil in there.
let me go here. I can't remember who I was talking about.
Yeah, I've got a
Let's
couple
see.
22s at the dealership right now with issues, and I see recently they updated the rear end noise in the 21 and 22s to the 6.7s as well. It was just the 6.2 and the 7.3, but October 28th they put out a new service bulletin saying that they do have the 6.7s involved with the rear end noise coming from the rear of the 21 and 22 Super Duties between 23 and 33 miles per hour or something like that. And they didn't have the 6.7 involved for the longest time, but I have two 6.7s at the dealership right now, one with less than 1,400 miles, one with 1,400 miles. One is getting an entire M300 put in, the whole assembly. The other one they want me to tear down, but we're actually pushing for an entire assembly to be put in as well, because
Wow.
pull the plug, there's metal all over it. Pull an oil sample, there's all this gray silvery oil coming out of the rear end already. And the 6.7 wasn't included in that bulletin before, but now it is included.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy you have two right in the same vicinity.
Yeah.
And it's different between a single, and it's the same thing between the single and the dual.
Yeah.
So let's see, this must have been last week. I'm looking for, I can't remember if it was Instagram or Facebook. Let me go through my Facebook here real quick, or my Instagram. Somebody texted me a picture of, he said he had two 22s. Where was it? Yeah, here it is. I found it. He's got two 22s at the shop. Now this picture is with the transmission removed. Okay. You can see barely a piece of the crankshaft, like where the rear main seal would be. And you're pretty much looking at the upper oil pan where it comes to the rear cover. Andy K, what's up, buddy? Thank you so much. Is it possible to make the 110 outlet hot with the ignition off? You know what? I'm going to write myself a note and check that out. I don't want to forget. Andy K, 110. Hey, can you email me and give me a VIN to your truck? So the 22, this is a picture, if you guys can see this. Look at the metal of the upper oil pan to
Wow.
rear cover. Now, you're saying with that many miles on it, I'm not saying that this is your problem, but this is a new unit, and it is in your area, and you could be thinking it's a rear main because there's nothing else back there. So if you're pulling the trans, I mean, that's going to be clear as day, but I'd really be curious to see if that happened to you. I hope not.
I'd rather do a rear main than an upper oil pan.
Hell yeah.
True to have.
The 6.7 and rear mains are kind of like, not
I
that
do
often.
them. Yeah, I do them, but I don't do them often enough. It seems like the ones that I do are over 100,000, and I was doing an upper oil pan. It was like 3 in a row. I did the upper oil pan and was like, oh man, you get just a little bit up and look, at the part on the rear cover, and yeah, you gotta replace it. So it just sucks. So that tool, I made a video of, you ever done that one, Rich? With the tool, you got to remove the seal. It was kind of a pain in the butt trying to get it to cut in. Austin bros know what I'm talking about and what we had to go through
Grab the rear
to.
main seal and remove it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
you gotta like thread it in there, and
Yeah.
it's just you gotta really try to screw it in there, because you're literally cutting like threads into the seal to then push the tool to suck the seal out. Daddy Diesel, what's up, baby? What's up? What's up?
That's actually kind of funny because one of the first videos I've seen of yours, Aaron, is that of you removing a rear main seal, and you were kind of having trouble getting that sucker in there. But
Mm-hmm.
I remember that one. I've done a couple myself, but yeah, they can be a pain. But it's kind of weird how that tool works. But at the same time, it's kind of cool. But
I think there's been more than a handful of occasions we've had trucks come in with oil leaks from the front crank seal because dudes are installing the crank seal backwards. And
Seen that a lot.
yeah, like I'd say at least 6 or 7 times. One was on a big 650, 750, and I don't know. I don't know what the deal was, but it like literally says right in the workshop manual, install seal with the part numbers facing out. And the jokers put it in the other way. So definitely seen that before. Just happy we had the special parts to do it. Unfortunately, some dealers don't have them. Yeah. Yeah. Like how would, if you didn't have that special tool, let's say we were aftermarket independent. Yeah, we got to buy stuff at the independent world. But like if you were to take the trans, oh yeah, I'll just put your rear main seal in. Yeah, come on, bring it on down. You're going to get this thing out like, what in 6.0 days? Now I remember doing the 6.0 days and pop a couple of them self tappers in and pop a seal out. But then you still need a special tool to install that boy. So, I mean, you really just need the special tools. Unfortunately, you're not getting around that. Hit that like button, Rick B says. Truck Nation. Yep. I want to give a announcement, an update. The meet and greet we're going to have next Saturday, the 13th. It's going to be from 12 to 4. If you guys want to get down with the meetup, meet me, meet your truck, talk what's up, talk trucks, talk food, socialize for a little while. We're going to have something down here at the shop. If you guys are interested, check the email, Powerstroke Tech Talk, WAROD, and that's at Gmail. You guys can let me know. I have a link that I'm going to be posting probably in the community post that you guys can go and kind of get yourself in queue just so that we have a head count. Right now I have a written head count, but there's also an electronic way you guys can too. So these no, we won't be. No, not unfortunately not this time. The helipad is closed for the season, so no. Ford Boss Me might have some info on E4OD. I'm not an E4OD guy.
I'm not
Maybe-
really either, to be honest.
Maybe a
with you.
4R70W, huh?
Yeah, a little bit, but even at that, I don't have problems with them. I don't see all the concerns that other people see. I mean, when I typically start dealing with customers or people that, you know, I have everybody stay up on maintenance. My thing is maintenance, and I don't have nowhere near the issues that other people talk about having issues with 4R70Ws or E4ODs. I don't deal with them because I have everybody that sees me service their stuff religiously.
I'm a ZF5 guy, so
What's in that Panther? What trans is in that?
4R70W,
Oh, that's what I thought.
and it runs like a rape tape, baby. Fluid's
Ooh.
brand new. Change it every 30,000 miles, and I run it into the ground, and it doesn't have a damn lick of problem.
Speaking of new vehicle, Reelan, his truck was in a video probably, I don't know, that had to been a good, 3 years ago?
2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
We put LED bulbs in his truck and configured it with IDS so that we had, a acceptable flash pattern. Currently, how many miles do you think are on it?
36,000.
36?
Yep.
Okay. He's axing it. He's getting rid of
She's
it.
gone.
What are you getting?
I'm going down to an F-150.
Okay.
But the reason,
Is it-
I've got an F-250 still, so it's not like I'm getting out of that completely. No, just getting it. That was my daily, and it's the 6.2 getting 11.8 miles a gallon driving around, 36,000 miles, 2 years. I just pull an aluminum boat with it, so.
Okay, so you're getting an F-150 though, but like
21 Tremor.
like what?
There you go.
Okay.
And Sean, if Sean is listening still, he will be so happy.
He's sleeping. Hold on, what time? He's
Oh
sleeping.
man.
He's sleeping.
Oh man, it's iconic silver. Sean's.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I'm-
he'll be happy.
I'm writing them. That's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be exciting. I can't remember. Maybe I do. I can't remember if it's the right one. What engine are you getting?
3.5.
Okay.
Hey, and we mentioned a while ago. Remember, we were trying to get somebody to buy the 2000.
Mm-hmm.
She's gone.
Oh, totally gone.
Yep. 2000
somebody's-
is out of here.
Mr. Crowley is asking you a question.
What does he say? What kind of boat? It's a 2020 Lund 1875 with a 200 Merc.
430 gears.
Mm.
He said 430 gears.
Mm.
430 gears. That's going to be exciting to see.
Oh yeah.
I don't believe I just caught a glimpse of the ass end of one in a picture. I haven't seen one in person yet.
I haven't seen one on the road, but I do know. I think a lot of them are just kind of getting out there right now. So
Daddy Diesel. How long do stock turbos last? Oof, that's a good question. On
Depends
any
on your
vehicle?
maintenance.
Yeah, depends on your maintenance. Ford, you just heard Ford Boss Me said he pushes maintenance. He's changing his trans fluid every 30,000. He is doing what the vehicle needs, and that is maintenance. That's
We
something.
just had a guy come into the dealership and trade in his 14 EcoBoost. It's a 3.5 EcoBoost and had like 275,000 miles on it. And he came into some money, some kind of money out of nowhere, and he wanted a 21. So he traded it in, even though there was not a single thing wrong with this truck, and it still had the stock turbos and everything on it. The thing runs like it's brand new, and it was every 3,000 or 4,000 mile oil changes. The rear, front and rear diff service every 40,000 miles with this guy. I mean, this is one of those guys that was every 30, 40,000 miles. It was getting the trans serviced along with the transfer case, and this thing is almost immaculate at that mileage.
Damn. I'm typing something.
My truck decided to start making noises on the way down to Florida. A screeching noise from the bell housing area.
Is that so no good?
That's no good.
Hi, baby.
It's going to be about an $850 fix.
Any new rumors for the Raptor R? Definitely not.
You know,
Yeah.
you see Rob right here. It says Schaefer's every 8 to 10,000 miles. Everybody's going to have their personal choice on how they service their vehicle or what they want to service based on the application that they have. If you're running something like a small heat-soaked 1.5 liter to 2.0 liter EcoBoost engine, you're not going to be able to do that all the time, especially on a brand new motor. I don't care what the manufacturer recommends. I'm pulling these motors apart between 18 and 30,000 miles when they're almost they're not even broke in yet, and the inside of these motors at 5,000 mile oil change intervals with as hot as they get and stuff like that, and the amount of blow by and recirculation of PCV back into it and direct injection, you can't run 8 to 10,000 miles on these all the time and expect to get over 100,000 miles out of them and not have problems like that. So maybe you have something with a higher oil capacity and it's more forgiving in the abuse that we put our vehicles through every single day, where you might get 8 to 10,000 miles out of it. In the grand scheme of things, is that a bright idea with most vehicles? No, it's not. But a really good quality oil and really good quality filters can actually take you a long way with the abuse that we put our vehicles through. So if you're getting 8 to 10 out of Schaefer's, then good for you. Would I do that? No, I would not. I'm running Ames oil in my car right now, and I'm going to change it at 5,000 miles. I don't care. From what we see every single day in the amount of vehicles that we have to take apart every single day, in the internals of these motors that we see every single day throughout the life of doing this job, there's not a single person and there's no amount of oil research that I've ever seen that could actually take one of us on this channel that see the inside of these things, the guts of it, and say, okay, here's the customer's history. Here's what they've been doing every single interval that they come into the dealership. And I can see what the motor looks like inside. That enough for me is as telling as it's going to get. and the type of conditions that they drive the vehicle in. I don't need a lab test, a scientist, or this or that, or an oil manufacturer to tell me what's going on with that motor.
Scientist.
I can see it.
Mr. Wizard. Wayne. Wayne. Um. Let's see. Tom. Yep. Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
Brandon Powerstroke.
Who makes motorcraft filters? Mans and Hummel. Is that what it's called, Rich? Everybody said Mans.
So there's a lot of like weird stuff when everybody talks about this. Man and Hamel might own the companies that make, certain filters and stuff like that. But from what I understand, Purelator is actually the one that makes the factory filters that we have at the dealership. And then if you actually tear apart the filter at the dealership, you can see the bypass valve on the top is set up a certain way. But the ones that come in the white and black, no label cans from Ford, when you pull them off the motors, when you pull the top of it off, it's actually a different type of situated bypass valve. And I've heard word that the factory filters are actually Wicks, the ones that come on the motor, and the ones that we actually get at the dealership are Purelator built. But
Really?
I cannot confirm that because they are two different types of bypass valves. The next time you get one in where you pull a factory filter off, cut the top of it open and look at the oil holes, and the way it sits are more on the side instead of on top. The ones that we have in the dealership are the actually opposite way that the ones that come from the factory are. They're not the same.
That black filter. That's a Wix one you said?
I've tried to read up on this stuff, and I'm weird when it comes to, who makes what and where did it come from, and I've never got a definitive answer on what is the actual manufacturer of the filter that comes on the Ford engine from the factory, because it does not look like the same type of valve in the top of, or the bypass valve. It does not look like the ones that we cut open at the dealership. They're situated different. The holes are in different locations. They're not exactly the same.
Interesting. I'm going to pay attention. I think actually I have because I had to replace the oil filter adapter housing. It was different, or the sensors were different, and I have a black filter at work. That'd be a good. Let me write myself a note. That'd be a good comparison to see between the filters. Black filter, and FL 2051. If you guys have been paying attention to the channel recently, we just Vito, Vito up in the house. We just climbed past 40K. I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much. 50K. I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I'm going to pick one of you guys. I'm going to let you know when it's going to start, but it is an AMSOIL product, and it's going to find a new home. So it could be you. It is something we've talked about. So moving right along. Yeah, that'll be cool. What else do we have here? The filters. 110. That's got me really thinking about that 110. I want to say 110. That 110, I thought you could change something in Forescan that allowed the timeout on that outlet to be different. Emilio, you ever use Forescan?
I don't remember. No, I don't think so.
No.
It's
Pretty
awesome.
sick. Pretty sick.
Definitely
Only
worth
for-
buying.
Yeah. It's a free program you download, but you can get a 3-month, 5-month, or a lifetime subscription for $50, and you got to get a little dongle. Well, in our case, it actually recognizes our VCM. So we can use our VCM to be our dongle and use the ForeScan program. You close IDS and FDRS, and you know how when you when you're using IDS and it's got that little device manager and your little VCM pops up and it's got the like 5 little green signal bar strength, or when you're using FDRS, I'm sorry, same exact thing pops up when you're using ForeScan. It recognizes your VCM, you click it, boom, you hear it clicking, the VIN comes up and all the modules. And I think anybody that has a Ford vehicle, whether it's a diesel, it's a gas, you use it on Ford Bossme's Panther, use it on Reelins, even on the OBSs. There's a lot of stuff. You guys saw me show on Cody's, right on his infotainment, right on his touchscreen. We were using ForeScan to watch data stream. I mean, it's really necessary if you have a vehicle and you're trying to do stuff yourself, but don't have that dealer level scan tool that's going to talk on all speeds of the CAN system. You know, there's ones that have a switch, and there's ones that'll automatically go back and forth between MSCAN and HSCAN. And I mean, what if you got to pull a body code or you got to pull an airbag code? You're looking at every module. You got a lift gate problem on your wife's MKT. Boom, you can figure out. You can basically figure out the codes. Hit up Mr. Google and sleuth your way into finding your problem. And that's the predicament people have. And see, Cody's showing you the little emulator, that simulator thing that you'd plug into your OBD port. This one has a switch. There are ones that are automatic that go between the different cans. But even Ford Bossman, he was showing a scan tool, Ansel. I was actually using that today, or actually yesterday, out on a VT365. It was an 06 dump truck that would not start, and actually got it towed in the shop right now. Going to be the first thing we're going to bust out tomorrow morning. And I was not able to data stream with that unit using the 9-pin. I don't know if I had something not hooked up right, but it was like Volvo, Freightliner, something else, and Ford HD.
Is international in there?
Yeah, international was in there, but when I clicked on international, it said something not supported. But I'm using the 9-pin. So I don't.
It may be how you're going into it too, because I had the Ansel FD700 when I did the regen on that. It was like a 16 Super Duty, and my coworker wanted to see if that Ansel FD700 would work with some of the more specific things that you want to be able to do with those scanners, and he didn't believe it would work. So I ran out there and ran it through the regen, and when I was going through the data options, I went to that year Super Duty, and I clicked on it, and then I tried to move forward, and it said it wasn't supported. As I kept scrolling down in the options, all the way at the bottom of the menu, it said F series Fords, and then I clicked on that, and then it dropped down more options that I could go into, and then it allowed me to select 450 or 550 or whatever it was, and I was able to go into the regen parameters and stuff and actually regen that vehicle with that $120 scanner.
No kidding. Yeah, mine. I had let the Sally gal know to let engineering the cables. I just felt they were too stiff, and it's like when I was uncoiling them, it like almost it pulled out the 9-pin because I was trying to uncoil the thing, and the handheld was so light. I just felt like the connection, the serial pin port, I'm screwing in. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a second round. It was cold out in the lot. I was just trying to see if I could zip through it to see if I had any codes, and I may have not been able to click on the the right button for data stream. Mr. Matt, Mr. Meatman Matt. Guess what time I left work today? You didn't go to work, so you never left. Ooh. Let's see what this guy say. 430. 430 gears. Amen, sucker. Mm-hmm. Let's go over here. What's this guy say? Back out. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. Ford Boss Me, your icon, your icon stuff. You sent me a picture of what you bought. That whole setup. We were just using my icon 3/8 ratchet that we got from CP, and phenomenal. I have a bent angled Matco 88 tooth or whatever, 3/8 ratchet, and I get tired of the bent handle one. I feel like I just want a straight one, and it's like 14 inches long, so I have a way more leverage. It was doing the front cover. I was trying to bust some of those bolts loose on that Eco Boost, and I really liked the Icon ratchet. I thought it was really nice. Some good products. I wouldn't mind getting more. I don't have, yeah, there you go. I don't have a lot of like impact sockets for 1/2 inch. Like, I just got the ones that I use, so it wouldn't be bad to get one of their sets where I could fill up all my little pegs that don't have anything on them with I think quality, their warranty, right?
Yeah, I
Big
mean,
deal.
it's
Big
the
deal.
feel of them. They were nice and textured too. So if you ever need to like grab one of them to stop it from turning on something, had a nice feel to it. It had the reliefs in the corners after the flats, so it would grab more in the middle than the corner, so it wasn't so apt to round off stuff. And I just felt like what I was looking at without actually running it. I'll run it next week. I'll start running everything, but I picked up the 1/4 inch, the 1/2 inch drive flex head, the 3/8, the deep 3/8 long impacts, and then the short impacts. And then I picked up their swivels, the 3/8 and the 1/2 inch. And then I picked up the long 25-inch breaker bar that they have because it was on sale. And I said, you know what, I'll give it a run. Everybody's been asking me on the channel to give it a shot instead of like everybody else, where everybody else is trashing it because they're so brand loyal. But if I can find a good product, and it's not made in China, it's made in Taiwan, so I do notice that there's a little bit better quality there. And I was like, I'll give it a go, man. I'll give my subscribers what they want. They want me to give it a shot. If it's a good product, I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to say it's a good product. It looks like the identical replica of a Snap-on tool. Some of them
Even
look
the
like
packaging.
Yeah, everything. The boxes, the way the numbers are laid out, the covers that go over it.
It's pretty silly.
Yeah, so I give it a go. I mean, it was I bought all that for $350, and I started comparing price wise what it would be for name brand stuff, and I'm talking well over $1,000 by far.
Oh yeah.
I've been using the Icon 3/8 deep and 1/4 drive deep for the last 2 years. The chromes.
Where's this guy going? DS, you ain't going to bed. Wake up.
Call him up.
Wake up.
Call him up. Call his phone and
Old man.
tell him
Old
to.
man.
Everybody call out DF.
DS, you are
has
not
actual
going to
work
bed.
do.
Sit tight, brother. You're in for the ride tonight, ride or die. Rose before.
I'm gonna call him right now. We'll get him live on. He can tell all 65 people why he ain't coming back on.
Oh, look at Brandon Powerstroke over here. He's got his back. DS had actual work to do. No, he can stay up too.
Right.
He can stay up too.
I miss. Hey, I miss hearing that squeaky wagon and the heater.
Right? Yeah, it's heater season, so it'd be. He said he had to do something to it because it was not burning right, or.
Well,
Maybe
right
that's
now,
maybe that's why he was so
Remember.
sleepy.
right now he is. It would be his time to start waking up and asking questions. So
Yes. For anybody, back in the podcast days, we'd be an hour in and it comes live.
Then the podcast goes on another 20, 30 minutes longer than it should.
Okay, Meat Man Matt says he's spending the G because Snappy is daddy. No.
Snappy ain't my daddy.
I'm real selective of what I buy from Snap-on. I'm not,
Their ball joint
Uh,
press on point.
yeah,
Ball joint press, phenomenal. You cannot beat that ball joint press.
but that shit's like a grand though.
their torque
It's worth
wrenches-
it.
Their torque wrenches are superior to most other torque wrenches. They are just phenomenal.
Yeah, I got a
A
torque
lot of
wrench of theirs too.
a lot of guys prefer their torque wrenches for the precision, especially when they're doing like head work and stuff like that. They'll get the Snap-on out before they'll get out any of the other ones.
Yeah, I don't have a ball joint press.
I mean,
I've
if
been-
you need one, there's one in Mount Pleasant for you.
Thinking about it.
I
The thing's
bought
a
one.
G, man. Ugh.
I bought a $1,200 set, but it was the old school OTC one. It was like heavy duty steel. And it was like it's like the Snap-on one is, and a dude was retiring and he bought it back in like the 80s or something like that. And as he grew up in the field, he added more really nice components where you used to be able to get name brand, really reputable stuff from multiple places that would all last pretty good. Now you can't do that anymore. So I lucked out and I ended up only paying like $250 for the set because the guy was retiring, but it's like $1,200 worth of actual pieces for this ball joint press.
I like the Snap-on ones because they snap, the ball joint adapters snap into them. Yeah,
Oh,
fumbling around
yeah.
with it.
That's right. They got that little like ring collar that keeps it retained.
That's the only reason I bought it because I hate fumbling around with those adapters.
Reeland, you got one, or would you just take it to the store?
What's that?
The ball joint press.
I do not have a ball joint press.
Oh,
I just run up to the store up here and have them do
yep.
it.
There's one dude in the shop, he's got the Snap-on ball joint press and he's like so in love with that thing to the point where he like probably wants to make out with it. And every time somebody's got a ball joint he's like, oh, you want my press? 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 I'm like, shut up, dude. Shut up.
My problem is I don't. Fuck, man. I don't even think I got a drawer big enough to put the case in.
It's so large, man.
I know. I don't know.
I
do
think I
need
give
to
myself
clean my
another
box
damn
out.
hernia trying to pick it up.
Yeah, that thing is pretty heavy. That's definitely.
I guess we're gonna have to get that Icon toolbox with the side locker on it.
The thing is nice.
Whoa,
Isn't it?
I didn't know if everybody's reading the comments, but there's something huge that's going to be happening. There's going to be a cage fight between DS and Roden on November 13th. I'm taking pre-orders and ticket sales right now. We got
Is this gonna be live
pay-per-view,
streamed?
We got
We're gonna-
Skinamax, Netflix. It's going to be on everything. I'm calling Joe Rogan. DS, you're still listening. I'm calling Rogan. It's
bet.
going to be off the hook, man.
DS better start drinking that Jocko juice.
I called Jocko's coming.
They're gonna be fighting in the back of a cube van.
Oh,
transit.
Knuckle up. DS.
At least a high roof. Come on.
Yeah, then that you know that music that's playing. It's like you see it on like the Instagram thing. It's have like the aliens is like you're riding your truck and what's really happening back. Oh
yeah,
like
it's like-
that.
It's like the
I don't know.
the Russian music.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's funny. Never go full synthetic DS trucks. Let's see if this gets him and Meat Man started on Road 9 of the Oil Podcast. Hey, they like that oil. We hammered that oil. And you know what? People still aren't getting the point. Like, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I just finished production on an oil change video that I did. It's not a diesel, but it is for everybody in the F-150 realm that is interested in changing their oil themselves. We have a 5-liter F-150 oil change video coming up. We're doing it at home. It's easy to do. I was at home. You're at home. We're doing an oil change, and people take it for granted. Like, what were we just doing? I don't know. What we were looking at something, and it was overdue for an oil change. And it's like, you pull the stick out, you're looking like WTF? WTF? We were just talking to kid today, and we just took off a cop car. Now, the cop car's got 60 grand on it, on 18, 3.5 EcoBoost, and front cover off, clean metal, no staining. It ain't orange. They're changing the oil. But what you know, Rich, when you take those front covers off and you take those valve covers off, and that whole stuff's all orange and brown, and it's like, you know, what am I supposed to do with this?
Man, he should be an actor. You see, when he does that stuff, he's like, oh,
What am I gonna do?
he should be an actor.
I tell
I
you
jump
what,
in
man.
there. I just jump in there and I start cleaning it up, man.
Uh-uh.
I take it. I take it.
Uh-uh. Let me pop this back down. Meat Man Matty Matt. He want to get down. DS is curled up with his turtle, and meaty Matt. There
Matty
you go.
B.
Matt, it's a Matty B, baby. It's Uncle Matty B, baby.
It's been a long time since I've seen Matt on here.
Uncle Matty B, baby.
Oh my God.
He saw me on here. He had to come on.
Where's my camera?
Here we go.
Yeah, demonetized right away, just like that.
Golden.
Ah. Dude, I don't like this. Oh no, you can see all my junk in the back. This isn't good.
Welcome. You've got mail.
Who's got mail? I just wanted
Nobody.
to come. I just wanted to hear Ryan's voice. That's all what it really came down to.
So Matt, since we're totally off the rails now, how's that 3D printer going?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Ooh, haven't used it in a while.
Aw. You know what you need? Okay, I got a great idea for you, because apparently right now they're sold out. You need to be making 6.7 oil filter adapter covers. So when you take that oil filter adapter off, you need to make this piece of plastic so that we can put 2 gaskets in, and then just finger them bolts back in, so that we're not taking, a bath on, you know what I mean? Dude, come on.
You're saying just like a block off plate?
That's what, well, I don't know what to call it. Block off plate, whatever, spacer plate.
What, just to cover it when you're pulling the pans down?
Yeah. Or even if you got a,
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if that's in my wheelhouse anymore. I mean, I got 167 in the fleet. I got to deal with Chevys now, man, and I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about it.
30 Maxes.
No, we have one Duramax. We've got a 6.5, bunch of 6-liter, not even the good 6-liters that break your heart because they break all the time.
I just got confirmation. My swag, my shirts, they are boxed up and ready to come.
Oh, something like this.
I'm excited. Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow. Very good, Ryan. Now that's going to be stuck in my head.
Yes. We're not answering. We don't answer questions about oil anymore. We put maple syrup in it.
Maple syrup.
Put maple
Schaefer.
syrup in it.
What up? Bias 3. I've seen Schaefer come up a few times here in the comments. We just reached out to Schaefer. We're waiting for a rep to get back to us. A gentleman had a inside deal at Schaefer's, and we've never had them on the channel. I've never used any of their products. It's worth checking out. I hear a lot of guys talking about them, especially the old timers. It's been around for a while. Hey, we're gonna check it out. See what the deal is. What's this guy say? I've been doing lots. I think the last if Austin's listening, I think the last few oil changes we have been doing has been full synthetic. Full synthetic, full synthetic, full synthetic.
Oh,
I don't know.
Daddy Diesel went for it and just asked the question.
Yeah. So what's the deal?
What's the deal?
Didn't you say
Well-
you started back up at that Coney Island?
Yeah, I'm back at the Coney Island flipping burgers. Come see your boy Matt if you want to hammer gabagool.
Hey, Matty D.
No. My name's Mike. Come on, guys. It's not what you think it is. Nope, I'm not at the dealer anymore. Maybe like a ding-a-ling. I went to work for a landscape company to manage their fleet and do the day-to-day stuff.
That's cool.
Don't have to deal with silly things like hotline and
Shots
warranty claims and then I just don't have to deal with a lot of stuff now. It's kind of cool, kind of not.
Word.
Now I have to deal with the same thing Ryan's dealing with, and it's like, do I need to put plows on a truck because it might snow tomorrow? I don't know.
Word.
But we got a lot of cool toys. So it keeps me busy on that end. Other than I gotta go see my Snap-on dealer tomorrow. You know.
Speaking of snow, do they, Rich, in your area, do they put salt down or do they use sand or brine or whatever?
They take thousands of gallons of salt solution, including mountains of
Beet
salt, and
juice.
sprinkle it all
Ugh.
over buildings and streets and cars and everywhere. It's
Buildings.
everything in this state gets covered with salt. You don't get away
All
from
right.
salt.
All right.
You wake up in the morning and it's somehow seeping out of your beard, even though you took a shower the night before, and it's disgusting.
Hold on. Did you guys see this thing if you're in Michigan about getting a $600 refund on your car insurance? It's coming from the state.
Mm,
You gotta look
Not-
into this
not
right
really.
now.
If you take the
We get salt from the top down here,
it's still salt. It's
but
just
nothing
maybe,
rust.
maybe cleaner salt.
Okay.
Hmm.
Matt, you in New York? No,
Nady.
I'm not.
Nady.
You, Aaron, what's going on with that thing? That thing next weekend?
Oh yeah, I was talking about it earlier. 13th, yeah, next not this Saturday, next that Saturday. Pretty much everybody you see here is going to be here, minus Emilio. Obviously you're welcome, but it's quite a trek. Yeah, we're gonna talk 430 gears. DS will be there. Nady, there. Look at everybody. Nady, Daddy Diesel. Couple other dudes that are in the comments way up there, but totally cool. We're going to be talking trucks. I'm sure you guys are going to have questions about your truck. You guys are going to be able to see my truck. Yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be cool. I'm going to have my my shirts. I just got confirmation that they're boxed up, so hopefully they're going to be shipping out end of this week here, and have them in my hands next week early. And I want to be able to have some stuff for you guys, new colors, new
Okay. SEMA.
Yeah, SEMA.
Dude, did you guys already talk about SEMA?
No, we haven't, but next year I'm going.
Did you see that beautiful Bronco DR that got unveiled yesterday?
Now they just need to put it in the regular Bronco.
Is that the one with the tracks?
No, it's the Desert Racer. I don't know if you have to buy it from Ford Performance or if you can get it at the dealer, but she's a full-on Baja Bronco
With a 5-liter.
with a 5-liter. almost anyone here could afford it at the cheap price of 200 grand. So I think if we all just pitch in like $1 or something, we can do it.
I'd be willing to shake myself for it. I'll go stand on the corner or something if you guys want.
We'll be offering truck detailing.
Naked.
I think if Sean was like leaned over a center console, I
Oh,
might
God.
accidentally have to like pick up a piece of trash and my elbow would just, but that might not be good because he might start like seizing or something, just saying 430 gears. Synthetic oil, 430 gears.
Synthetic oil.
Running a block heater off the battery pack, 430 gears.
Synthetic oil.
He installed some cool lights. I don't know what brand they were, but he goes exactly what I was thinking of. You better get in them wheels nice and deep black. That's funny. That's funny. Yep. Yeah, well, let me go. I think I missed a couple of these up here. They're asking, just any thoughts on why Ford doesn't offer a console shift in the Super D? I've always wondered that. I mean, there really isn't any reason why it shouldn't be. Like, I can't think in my head.
Console
why-
shift in a Super Duty?
Yeah, why not?
Because
I
they would
wouldn't want
probably
one.
they would probably think that's for like prima donnas or something, man. Those are freaking work trucks, man. You don't put a
Oh,
Float.
yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Those are
no,
big-
Ford's gonna keep their man card. They're not gonna be throwing
yeah.
center console shifters or freaking dial shifters
radio
on
dials.
Super Duties. Yeah.
They want
Oh,
that
I gotta
they want
turn
that
my truck
classic
down.
man feel.
Dude, I drove my buddy's Ram and I didn't know. It was like, am I turning the radio up, putting it in gear? It's all over the place.
Plus, don't say that because that's more stuff we got to take apart. I don't want to take out I don't want to take out a flow through in a Super Duty. Nah.
Why not? It'd be
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
Nah.
I forgot about that. CP. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go. Oasis to the Oasis answered it. No console shifting for plowing.
Yeah, how
Nope.
does I just heard you say Oasis. How is it not seeing vital information every day?
For me,
You miss not seeing Oasis?
I mean, I miss being in the loop because it's a brand that I really have come to enjoy and love. So that kind of sucks. But I was talking with my coworkers on my last day, and he looked at me. He's like, "What are you going to do with all this useless information?" I look at him and I
Matt.
go, "What useless information? You mean like 89 foot-pounds plus, and then go to 65 foot-pounds and then 65 degrees? Like how I'm going to be sitting on the toilet contemplating life? That's just going to pop in my head." Or I'm going to sit there and just think to myself, you know, if I had a 12-inch extension with a 10 mil quarter-inch swivel socket, I wonder if I could have got that oil pan bolt out a different way.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just the
Emilio,
things that-
a guy here in the comments is asking you, where are you at? Where's your
Oh, my
location?
bad. Good old Beatrice, Nebraska, man.
Heck yeah.
Nebraska.
Nebraska. It just sounds boring just saying it, man.
Yeah,
No.
I'm gonna say I'm sorry. It kind of does.
Nebraska.
The only thing I know about Nebraska is rolling through there on the way to Colorado on I-80.
Oh yeah.
And you guys
It's
don't
like-
even have the world's largest truck stop. All you guys got is Omaha Steaks. You want a great story?
Oh, wow.
That's all there is,
Mom and
man.
Hey, we're gonna get it.
I
You
don't
gotta
care.
tell us
You're gonna
about the
get it.
meat.
Why
Yeah.
is it always about meat? Lay it on me, man. Come on, give me this Omaha
Dude,
steak.
I will lay it on you. We're gonna talk about meat.
Yeah, boys.
You know what? It's not worth it. It's not a
Oh,
good story.
all that build up for nothing.
It's not a good
Matt.
story. It
So,
was
Matt,
just
when-
it was a
last time-
long it was a long day. of driving with my mom. I was probably like 15 at the time, so I was still on the learner's permit. We were going to visit my sister who was going to school in Colorado. My mom's like, Matthew, are you hungry? And I'm like, yeah, I'm hungry. We've been eating cheese curds like every 2 hours on the way here. So we're stationed in Omaha, and she's like, well, I looked on MapQuest and like, guys, this was a long time ago. Your phone didn't tell you where to go. She's like, there's Omaha Steaks over here. And I'm like, Mom, I don't think they have a restaurant. This is Omaha Steaks. It's got like the catalog. You buy the packages, you send them as gifts. It's a great gesture for your clients. Don't think so. And no, she just had to prove me wrong that they had a restaurant there in their corporate office building that didn't have a restaurant. So we walked in there and she's like, where's the restaurant? There was no restaurant. And I was embarrassed.
Mom, let's get out of here.
Yeah, like she stood there and like intercommed in for like 5 minutes straight until someone finally came to the door and like, can we help you? Are you a
What does
rep?
this lady want? Yeah, what, are you trying to sell something? Are you peddling something, ma'am?
Yes, we've been here for 5 minutes. We would like a reservation for 2.
Mom, where's the meatloaf?
Dude, the problem is if it was me working there, I would have gone with it, and I've been like, oh, okay, well, here, let me go to the back. Come back with some fake menu that I made on like word art real quick.
Did you see that they are, I don't know when the last time you've seen PTS, the main like Oasis page, Matt, but did you see the bulletin they put out where they're saying that we no longer have to clock time on jobs that already have labor rates. We can just turn it in. The only thing they want to see is M time now. We don't have to prove our time anymore.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
They just did that October 14th and nobody's seen it. Nobody was paying attention to the message boards. And then all of a sudden I go and I'm like, yep, you don't have to. It says right on there. They trust their dealerships now and they are going to let them just go.
Oh, hey, Phil, how's it going? You guys don't have to clock. No, got to clock for warranty jobs anymore. You'll do 15K on top of what I was making. Okay. Yeah. You'll cover the tow truck to pick me up.
All right, I'm coming
Cool.
back.
I'll see you Monday.
This guy's making deals, dude. Oh, wait, we didn't tell them the second part too. And they're getting rid of the one-time use only.
Yeah.
Baloney.
I swear.
Pull it up.
Hey,
look at
I get it. I get it. You want me back in the arena because I'm the oil painter.
Look it up.
That's
I'll
fine.
screen share it. Look it up.
You know
And low time
I
of service
wonder if I
changed
can-
for Super Duty.
Oh, yeah, tell them that too. Tell them.
Oh no, I saw the
336.
3 or 36. I saw that.
Oh,
That was like what, 2 months ago? According to Bill Hewitt. Okay, I just stopped reading.
hey, you ain't got to lie. You ain't got to lie. He's going back. You ain't got to lie.
Yeah, I don't.
Shane, yes, it is.
I have so many
It's fairly easy
differentiating
to. If you need
thoughts
help,
on stuff.
email me. I can get you I can get you set up with some remote programming. If you want to do OCR, whether you have the 11 through 16 or the 17 through current model year, there's some other stuff we can do to your truck to personalize it a little bit for you. So reach out if not, cool. But yes, OCR you can check on. You ain't got to lie. You ain't got to lie. Here, say it right now.
Way to go, Clark.
I have 3 videos showing OCR and how to do it: 11 through 16, 17 through 19, and then 20 when we used FDRS. So if anybody, I have had so many times people saying they went to the dealer and it's like, hey, can you turn on OCR? And they're like, oh, my advisor didn't even know what OCR was. He went back and asked the tech, and the tech didn't know what OCR was. He's like, I've never heard of it before. What?
There's a message about it. Come on, guys.
Dude, there's multiple messages about it.
If you
People
guys
don't-
need
People
OCR
don't
turned
pay
on,
attention to that stuff.
no. The
Like,
broadcast
I could
messages are
probably-
there for a reason.
I could probably walk into any dealer in the area and ask how the exhaust brake function works, and no one would tell me what the different settings do or how it works.
No, because they would try to go talk to the diesel tech, and it's like, well, he's out right now.
No, I'm saying I could
we're
go
waiting
talk to
on.
like
He's having an
anyone's
amputated
diesel
toe.
tech. Well, okay, I shouldn't say anyone's because the guys I worked with knew how it worked because we spent the time going through the coffee table book and like actually reading through the shop manual, but most people just show up. Most people just show up. Kind of
I'll
like
be
me.
I scour the message boards almost every day before, right when I clock in or right before I clock in. I'll go through the message boards and see what other technicians may be talking about, what has popped up, and then I'll go ask other people in the shop. Do you know
Guys,
I
I haven't
use-
been on there in years.
I used a extreme amount of discretion on FMC dealer because I just assume most of the people have no clue what they're talking about. Cody, are you on there?
No.
Go look at how many threads, and Ford Boss Me is laughing because he knows this. Go look and see how many threads are on there on 6-liter no starts in 207Fs and 20 EEs, because you're going to want to smash your head into a wall. And it's like veteran techs.
Well, I can already imagine the 20 EE 207Fs.
Oh
I can
my
already
gosh.
imagine it.
No, they're like, well, if you got this far, you got to replace the DPF. It's like, you
Guys,
missed the
been on
mark.
test drive for a month.
He's like, I test drove it for this long and it still won't clear. And I replaced this and it still won't clear. And I did this and it still won't clear. It's like, I get it that pinpoint test isn't fun, but just follow it and you'll replace the right thing. You'll diagnose it correctly. I promise you will.
Wait, what's a pinpoint test?
The biggest thing is realizing that DCC will be there for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be there for, what is it, 399 days or whatever it is.
I mean, I said it a million times. Don't even try to diagnose the truck right away. Just get in the damn thing and look at your NOx PIDs, look at EGR, look at
And CCE.
EGTs, and just go drive the damn thing. That's all you got to do. It'll tell you what's wrong.
Ford Boss Me, A-Rod, tell the toe story. Wow. Look at this, Ford
Toe
Boss Me,
story,
the toe story. All right, so let me paint you a
like
little
a
picture.
like
of
a
this.
truck got towed in. Because I got a story about that.
This is like
So-
story time with Sean.
Yeah, so this was, I don't even know, I'm kind of embarrassed. Because,
So
like,
am I.
it's like my team, you know,
Right.
but like for real, like when you guys hear it, you got, I don't even know what to say. So a customer of mine, right? He's having a problem with his truck. It's been down for over 40 days. Brand new 22, got 1,300 miles on it, and it's got axle problem. And so, mind you, this customer, he's being patient. He's being so patient. But I mean, really, he hasn't even driven his truck. Like, what's 1,300 miles? Like, he hasn't put 3 tanks of fuel in it. So, he's calling the Ford. He's calling up every day. He's being Johnny nice guy. You know, I understand. Working with the tech, working with the dealer, you know, getting updates, and is having to deal with, one, not having his truck, 2, not having a rental car. So he's driving his girlfriend's little puddle jumper. Obviously, that's not what he wants to do. So days are going by. A week goes by. 2 weeks go by. They're getting parts, not getting parts. Talking to Ford, talking to the customer. 4 weeks go by. So now, you know, customer is doing this, goes to the dealer. It's like, you know, what the heck? So unbeknownst to Ford, this customer I think knows the tech. So, I mean, what do you want me to do? So the guy's calling Ford, calls the CRC back, where I don't want to say you call and complain, but if you have any problems with your vehicle, or I want to call Ford, you call the customer relations center. So he gets a hold of a gal,
What
And-
is going on with Ford Boss Me right now?
and she tells the customer that the reason for the holdup is the technician is out because he had his toe amputated. And the customer's telling me this, and I know the tech, and I call him up and I'm like, so what's up, man? What's up with your toe? He's I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. What? Who makes up that stuff? Now that kind of embarrasses me, because if I didn't know that customer, or we wouldn't be in the situation we're in, it's like, well, hold on. We're all on the back side of this, and we're hearing the same team tell us, like, did you get like the dealer and the truck mixed up with somebody else? Like, this guy clearly didn't get his toe chopped off. So I don't know. pretty weird. That Uncle Richie grin, Vito, that Uncle, freaking weird, man. I don't. I feel bad for whoever got his toe chopped off. I don't know if that was like a fictitious character, or I don't know. But the
Great
truck
job.
is still not fixed. We're waiting.
And someone doesn't have a toe, it sounds like.
Somebody does not have a toe.
Uh,
Um,
dude, we had
I mean,
something.
I got
I
all
don't
five
wanna
of mine.
say-
I don't know. I feel bad for that guy.
I do.
I don't want
I
to say
do.
we had something similar, but we had a guy call us that he's like, thanks for showing me around. How do we go further with this? And service director comes up to me. He's like, someone show someone around back here. And we're like, no.
What?
Why? He goes, yeah, some guy called. I guess he was a tech at International. He interviewed with the Ford dealer and says it's us. Said someone showed him the truck department, and he described it as you walk in. There's a couple hoists to the right, a couple hoists in front of you, a big toolbox next to the door. He goes, I have no clue what's going on. Nope. Haven't heard anything. So he just kind of let it be. The guy called back wanting to know if we were going to hire him. And he's like, hold on. Go through stuff a little bit more. And we had to call the dealer down the street to let them know what this guy was doing. Because it was
crying out
basically
loud.
like, this guy called us, said we talked to him, had an offer and everything and this, that, the other. So we just kind of let him know. Might not want to hire this guy, even though he might seem smart. He didn't even know where he was. I think if you go to a dealer, you'd pay attention to the name on the wall or something.
Dude, people are cracking up on this freaking toe stuff, man. This is funny. Hold on. Let me read verbatim. I'm not going to show you. Let me read verbatim what.
Dude, that's such a.
And then
I
I
think
see
if that
Matt
happened to
Roden's
me-
text. What?
What?
Man? Where is he? There he is.
What's wrong with it?
Okay, that's not it. Hold on.
I mean,
Vito. And another one. Like every other day. And another one. That's the gift I get from him every day.
I wonder if that was
Okay,
one
here
of
we go.
those-
Here we go. Good afternoon. I just contacted the dealer again and was told the service tech has been out due to his toe being amputated. And the foreman was out on a test drive. Gosh, nobody could get back to her. And they would get back to me tomorrow with an update, as nobody is available for an update right now.
This is your store?
One of my customers.
But this is a store that you know of.
Yeah.
It's at Ford Bossman's store.
I mean, you know what he
Hey, you nailed it, Matt.
I forgot this part. I talked to the technician today. He has not had any toes amputated. I know who he is, so I don't know what's going on here or what story is being told to you by the dealer. I totally forgot that part. Oh man, dude, you got me good on that. Oh my goodness.
Oh god.
That is hilarious. I don't know what's going on over here or what story is being told to you. Oh man, that's good stuff.
Next thing you know, they're gonna say, "Hey, we have to find you a new technician because something happened where he fell off a roller coaster or something like that."
Oh my goodness. This guy says a toe tally wrong.
Oh my god.
Oh brother. That is so funny. Oh my goodness. My face hurts.
Oh my god, my cheek hurt. I'm trying not to laugh while you're talking.
I totally forgot about that one. That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah, you got it right, Matt. You picked the right person on the store. We're
what?
just trying not to point out the obvious so he can't be tracked back to us.
Like what in
What
good God?
kind of cockadoodie operation are you guys running out there?
Yeah, it's embarrassing. It is super
I was
embarrassing.
embarrassing. I just like really.
I was embarrassed.
Really.
I mean, I'm sure you guys don't want to see that I got all the piglets, but they're all there.
I mean,
I like, did
Maybe there's a manual
just-
for like the service. So like you're like the customer service. It was like, well,
Did-
customer says this, blame it on
Didn't
cut off
say
toe.
this.
Yeah.
did this person ask their boss why the hell they said that their employee's toe was cut off?
There's like
Have
100 other
no
things.
idea.
There's like 100 other excuses I'd make over an amputated toe.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the thing.
Literally.
How about just be straight up and just say, hey, not.
I mean,
where-
I guess to the point, like, who's gonna argue that someone got their toe amputated?
I hate to be the customer to find out and be like, oh, here, I feel so
Hate
bad
to
for
be, dude. He's
you.
probably watching right now.
I feel so bad. Can you want to? Here's a gift card. Thank you so much. What's this
He's
for?
probably going
Well, you
to
got your
watch his
toe
truck
cut off, right?
towed out of there.
Yeah, he is watching right now. That's the thing, is he's the one that brought it up.
This guy says I'm deceased. Oh gosh.
Hey,
Oh.
he let us know right away, and he was like, "Isn't Uncle fine?" And we're all like, "Yeah, pretty sure."
Searching assorted toe rings on Amazon for you, Rich. They'll go good with those sandals. Jesus called. He said he wants his sandals back.
The Jesus sandals.
Oh man.
I should make like a meme or something with the big toe missing and just like taped off or something. It's like, it's all right, guys, I got this. I'm coming back.
Oh,
And
gosh.
another one.
Totally a tough situation.
Dude,
I
you
can't help
know,
with the puns.
they printed that one off and hung it on the fridge in the break room at Ford.
It's gonna go somewhere.
For real. Oh, these comments are killer. That is so funny. Oh my goodness. I love interacting with you guys when we're live. The podcasts were cool. When we did them, we were literally like 2 months behind. And then, when they went live, we'd be talking about, stuff that wasn't even going on anymore. So I really like doing the live stream with you guys, having you guys current. We're talking, about everything that's funny or pertinent in the situation or in the moment rather. All I know is I like working on my Fords.
I mean, I do too. I don't know
And
why I'm working on Chevys right now.
what's the deal
Dude,
with
I
that,
hate
man?
those things. They're so. Nothing is nice about working on them. Granted, if I was like a GM tech, I'd probably say they're better to work on than Fords, but like independent front suspension on your heavy duty pickups. Why?
Why?
Why? It's a truck. If it hurts your back, go get a minivan. Go to Toyota. They got plenty of those Siennas right now.
Rich needs to make a shirt with a big toe on him, just a big toe on it
Really?
for merch.
No, actually,
toe.
No,
Tell-
you remember those weird thumb
Whoa,
things
wait a
from
second.
Spy Kids?
do it.
Rain
Tell
Man
the
Needs to
idea.
turn into the toe version.
Hey, Rod,
Yo.
Rain Man's in the house. Rain Man Ray.
Oh, look at him at the bottom.
Welcome.
Rain Man. What's
Brother,
up, buddy?
welcome.
Thanks for
The man,
stopping
the
through,
myth, the
man.
legend. Pigeon-toed
Often
Chevy.
heard, seldom seen.
That was for Matt. I think that was Anthony gearing that towards Matt. Pigeon-toed Chevys.
Yeah, that was
Chevys.
good.
I'm waiting for
welcome.
one more hoorah because I wanna get my Chevy. My Chevy show you guys.
Hey, Rod, I told him we need to get him on here next week. Ray needs to get on here with us.
Yeah, Rain Man. I don't know what time zone you are in, but we're in Eastern time zone. Myself and we launched this thing at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If you want to get down, come on.
Put a mask on your face.
We sit here and you're just having fun, man. We're talking, silly stuff. We're talking, trucks and whatnot.
Bro, you ain't camera shy. He's so full of it right now. The guy, a couple months ago, I looked at his YouTube channel. He had like 20,000 subscribers, and he's popped up to like over 80,000 or something now. The dude's videos get viewed like 200,000 or 300,000, 400,000 times, like in a matter of weeks or something like
Right
that.
on.
He's not shy.
Right on, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Guy on YouTube saying he's camera shy. Like, come on. Dude, yes, make merch. Tell about your what was it? A subscriber was telling you, or was it your idea about making shirts and have a little what was this graphic that was going to be on your solar plexus?
Well, my subscribers, because I use the term, it's a Southern term because most of my family's from the South, and I always, when I get off my videos, I try to remember to say, be blessed all the time, because I inherently want everybody to be blessed in their life, regardless if you hate me or not, or you're a troll on my channel. I really want people to be blessed in life. And people said, what would be a bad shirt for your channel that I think probably everybody, have somebody do like a golden beard, just your golden beard on like a black shirt or something like that. And then right across of it, just put be blessed. Dude, it would sell like wildfire.
That's good stuff.
Dude, I love when Southern people say bless your heart, because you really got to listen to the twang on it. And if it's sincere or if it's just like,
and how they're saying
bless your heart, honey.
Yeah.
You're just a warm Southern bee. A-Rod.
Aaron's gonna get someone from the South rolling in, and
Your
he's gonna give
videos
them the
are
price. They're
costing
not
me
gonna
money.
like it. And they're just gonna look at him and be like, oh, bless your heart.
Dude, facts. Ford 6.7s in particular are so nice to work on, especially 17 and on. Freaking A. You know what I really hate doing though? And I was just talking with my coworker. Like, I know we have the sausage king of Chicago. I mean, the oil pan king of Western Michigan. But Abe Froman over here, aka Meat Man Matt, he can take them transes out. I just really hate taking them freaking transes out to do upper oil pans. I don't know what it is.
Okay, that's the
I
thing
just
I
can't
never
stand
understood is why does everyone try to work around getting that trans out when it takes like half an hour to 45 minutes?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I hate juggling the weight. And on top of it, my floor's got
No,
a bunch
you
of divots
need.
in it, and it's hard to
Did you
roll
guys
the
get the
trans
Norco
back.
jack? Did you get the
No.
Norco
Yeah.
jack
Yeah,
I
I got a
didn't.
Norco down.
with the 6R140 adapter for it?
Mm-mm.
You need the
Dude.
adapter.
You need it.
You know what? Oh, let me write that down too. I need to.
The
I do
only
remember talking
time-
about that.
The only time that adapter is not going to help you and it's going to hurt you is
Trans
on
adapter.
your medium duties.
Yeah, I was just gonna say 650, 750 because that cat.
Well, yeah, because the flange gets in the way. So I
Yeah.
notched ours so I could get it out. But if it's got a PTO on it, you're gonna have that trans literally rolled like this. And it's sketchy, but it stays in there. I'm really glad when I was there that I had that. Dude, it's just the creature comforts that I miss. I miss having a hoist. I miss having a scan tool. There's so many little accoutrements that I miss having.
We just had a guy leave the dealer and go do something that like you're doing right now, Matt. And when we seen him, he popped in right before my surgery to say hi. And I said, would you ever consider coming back? And he said, nope, never again in my
Sorry.
life.
I didn't mean to laugh because I don't know what your surgery was. I didn't know if that was a joke.
No, it was a.
It's like if that was a toe joke, because if it was, that was very well played.
It's funny. It's funny you're talking about that because
I have
that.
no knowing of like. I'm sorry.
I did it. I had hernia surgery last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
How does a toe get up there?
Yeah, I don't know. You kick those super duties hard enough from my,
I'm sorry, man.
vibration,
I'm
I pull out
sorry.
those transmissions. They'll
I'm
end up
sorry.
there.
No, I think the job that I hated most, it was definitely after I didn't go to the gym every day of the week, was turbos on the new body style. Those things weigh so much.
oh my gosh, I know.
Dude, I would be with my knees on the cowl, just leaned over, and at one point my knees slipped out and I just smashed my face on the windshield. I got
Yeah.
myself into some precarious situations, but I got these long, lanky arms, so I can get like the very top bell housing bolt on those without having to drop anything down. And maybe I'll buy like a third of an acre or something and pop up a shop and just wrench on it in the aftermarket way. Maybe we could all live there in holy matrimony.
Revex.
You missed it when we
20
were talking about it earlier, Matt, but they added the 6.7 to the new service message about the 21 and 22 Super Duties making noise from the rear end. It was only the 6.2 and the 7.3, but October 28th, now they've added the 6.7 to its own service message for the 21 to 22 Super Duties, and they want you to.
Was that just like a high pitch noise that was very inconsistent when it would happen?
Well, I think it's explained more of as like a metallic grinding type sound or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I had a couple like that, and I
It's not high
couldn't
pitched though.
pinpoint it.
This one is more of a it's more of a grind, somewhat of a metallic, really shallow. Once the rear end's warmed up about 10-15 minutes between 23 and 33 miles per hour, and then like third, fourth gear coming to a stop, sometimes you can really hear it quite well. And then just on decel, as it's coming down and it's unloading the rear end or loading it up a certain way, it makes a certain sound on these brand new Super Duties.
I know we had one that was a 7.3 that was making noise. I wasn't the tech working on it. It wasn't even one of the truck techs. It was just one of our mainline guys.
This guy's got.
We bought the truck back.
This guy's
I'll
got
just
an
put it that
interesting
We bought the
comment.
truck back.
Let me see here. So he asks, this is when I did my Bill Hewitt whiteboard video. Oh, come on. Let me go back. Did I just screw myself? Golly.
Your Bill Hewitt whiteboard video.
Oh, wait, hold on.
That was a
I
funny
don't
one.
know. There was a couple that were making noise where I had talked with people and I said, well, you guys got anything on this noise? No. Couldn't pinpoint it with anything. Couldn't do it with the oscilloscope, you know, where you put the accelerometers on stuff and check the amplitude. Couldn't tell where it was coming from with chassis ears, anything. So I made the decision to tell them Ford's probably going to tell me it's normal. Hopefully they'll give us something soon, but that was probably a while ago. But it's good to know they finally came up with something. So what's Ford's, is it just saying they know what the noise is and they're going to come up with a fix, or they have a fix?
So here's where I grilled the engineer, the lead FSC in the south side of Chicago. And pretty sure he watches this channel too, and he actually knows a couple of the guys that have had the issue.
I have nothing nice to say about FSEs. I have nothing nice to say about FSEs.
For the most part, I don't either. But the one guy from the south side of Chicago, he has to deal with so much volume and stuff like that. He's actually a pretty decent FSE.
Okay.
And I haven't had any issues with him so far. And he, I read the SSM to him and I sent it to him because he hadn't seen it yet. And it says, this is a normal condition, but replace this part. And I was reading it to him and I said, now tell me how that makes any sense, why you would tell us as technicians, this is a normal condition, but replace this part. And he was like, that doesn't make any sense at all.
So what are they,
Right.
are they having you do a gear set?
No, they want you to replace the pinion counterweight assembly where they press that counterweight onto the pinion and then, or
like that vibration dampener?
they want, there's supposed to be a newer updated version to get rid of some of that sound, but we're finding metal in the rear ends on the plugs and in the oil.
Well, Aaron, how many F-53 chassis, like bread trucks or delivery trucks, have you seen come in with rear ends just destroyed?
Like 2 of them.
How
I have
many-
one of those recalls
How
I gotta
many
do.
pinion seals?
Not many.
Because we had, when I was there, we did all of the Bimbo Bakery delivery vans, and all of their 2021 F-53s with 7.3s in them had leaking pinion seals, every single one of them. To the point where Ford was like, no other dealer in your area is replacing this many pinion seals. What's going on? Every single one of them, the retaining spring was gone.
Hmm.
And then weeks later, the freaking axle bearing, not the axle bearing, the wheel hub bearing program came out. And we're like, does this mean all these retaining springs are falling off and going through the axle and wiping out bearings? Did we just do that?
You know, I'm sitting here looking around for this comment. You know, Rich, I hate about this YouTube Studio app. Like when you freaking swipe the comment away, like you go, I know the video that he commented on, and I go to the video and it's not there because
Did you
Like-
select? Did you actually go to the video individually?
yeah, I went to it and it was not there.
Okay. Yeah, I
I'm
was
You know
going
gonna
what
back
say-
to
I
it again.
did notice about YouTube that makes me really angry? Is if I was to get a notification on like a comment I put on something or someone's, you know, going live or whatever, it would normally show it to me, but now I have to turn my notifications on to see it.
Well, I can briefly
I don't need
paraphrase.
a million.
Oh, let me put newest first. How do I get rid of that?
I don't need a million YouTube notifications.
Just make sure you go to the video individually and then look through the comments on the video opened up. It's almost as if you're like, open it up to play it and then pause it and then scroll through the comments.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Highlighted comment.
I wasn't thinking of that.
Because sometimes you have settings on at the top of the screen. It'll say when you're checking notifications, it'll say hide ones that I've already responded to, or don't hide ones that I've already responded to. So it'll clear out the ones that you have already gotten.
You did very good, and that allowed me to find it. This guy
Trust me,
has a
and I
really
know
good
this
question. He says, "Hey man, love the videos. Thanks for all you can do. Can you explain one, what paperwork / information we need to keep when doing our own maintenance in order to maintain factory warranty? Do we need receipts? What do we need? Any info you can share? Thanks." Now, Ford Boss Me might have additional information and Cody and whatnot, but as a Ford tech, you know, we have to ask for uh,
Service records.
service records, everything. Being an owner operator, we have now Matt in the other side of the game, and Reelan, he has to maintain his vehicle. Well, he is running his own company and does his own oil changes. So some of the things that we're going to need to see when you bring your vehicle in is pretty much the receipts or having some sort of documentation. Now, a lot of people don't know that, you know, their truck came with the owner's manual. I mean, we don't need this. In the back of your owner's manual, there's like 20 pages that have little spots that you can jot down the mileage, jot down something else, what you did. And some dealers, I remember we used to have a stamp, you know, and the customers would come in and have the book on their dash and we'd stamp it, you know, you know, that would be something we would look for. Also, obviously, if it was done at our store, we would have record of that stuff. But like Rich, that's really, we just look for oil
Receipts.
change receipts.
Yeah, keep the receipts.
Oil
and
filter.
It'd be
Yeah,
nice to have
the
a general
filter's a
note.
big thing. So like if your consumer's energy and you put 36,000 miles on a truck and you say the turbo's bad and you want a new turbo and there's 2 quarts of oil in the oil pan and I look under there and there's a FOMO filter on it, I just take a picture of it and send it to my FSE and say, go from here, because you're going to get a phone call.
Yeah. The best thing to do for documentation purposes, though, is I get into these conversations outside of our stuff. There's a lot of people that like to have these conversations and debates and stuff like that outside of here. And it is the consumer's right to be able to service their vehicle, even if it's under warranty. But the best thing for you to do is keep a receipt with the oil, keep a receipt with the filter, write down the mileage. Date's going to be on it anyway, but go ahead and write down the date as well. And actually just make yourself a note at that oil change interval. This is what I did. This is the oil I used. This is the time or the date. And that's it. Just keep it handy. So you have documentation with that receipt that you did your service. You're more than capable of doing your service under warranty. Just keep that proof that you did it. And there's nothing that anybody can do.
Yeah, that
Absolutely.
actually, I'm trying to
Make your own work order if you want to.
Yeah, that'd be smart, actually.
Because like that's what I'm doing. That's part of the thing I'm doing now, managing our fleet with you know, all the equipment, trucks, this, that, the other we have is I have an Excel spreadsheet set up with VIN, unit number, this, that, the other, and then a Word doc that pulls all the info. So all I have to do is punch the unit number and it populates. And then I have work orders for everything that I'm doing. So there's no question. So if I have to go to this, that, the other, they're like, well, you do all your stuff yourself. We can't help you. And it's like, well, here's my service record. Fix it.
got it.
This is going to be fun that I get to be on the other side. And instead of being the person saying no, warranty doesn't cover that, I'm going to be looking at them and being like, warranty is going to cover this, right? Right? I used to work here. You're going to cover this, right? Come on, guys. Come on. Give me, tell your mother I saw you. Tell her the cookies were good, kind of deal, you know?
Yeah.
Well, fellas, all 72 of you watching right now, we thank you. Rick B, night, 5 a.m. does come early. It does. I want to give a thank you to Emilio. I appreciate you spending time with us tonight, man. Just BSing about trucks. I like to have another Ford guy on here. Who we associate, man. Who we associate with. Try to get as much knowledge out as we can about the product, trucks. Trying to keep our customers happy, keep these things rolling down the road. Customer satisfaction. We all feel very strongly about, whether we are on the inside or the outside. We have to work on them regardless. If you guys want to get down with the meetup next Saturday, November 13th, it's going to be from 12 to 4 at my dealer store. We're going to have some food. We're going to have trucks. We're going to have some fellowship with the diesels. And get a chance to meet all you
Chip?
guys
Hello,
in person
Chip.
and whatnot. Do what? What? Who? Some ship?
Nothing.
Oh, you
Hold
got
on.
me good.
I just thought of something.
Tell me.
I'm gonna bring my mini bike with, and we're gonna be doing mini bike drags down the back stretch.
Oh, for crying out loud. I'm not trying to get no Sam Bernstein, Larry Korn cases.
Larry Korn.
People don't even know about Sam Bernstein outside of Michigan. You guys are so lucky.
We'll see you later, guys. Thanks so much.
Don't forget to spay and neuter your animals.
Oh, only
There it
miss
is.
that.